Okay, so I'm set up here to clean at the sink here, and the first thing I'm going to do is spray down the buttonholer, the main part of it, and let that soak in a little bit. This is KRUD Kutter. You see in my other videos. I buy it by the gallon and just refill the original 1 quart bottle, but after a couple years the sprayer on that is giving me some problems. So I splurged and bought a Spray Master chemically resistant sprayer, high output, with a 5-year guarantee. And I've cut the KRUD Kutter about 50% with water because this isn't that grimy and greasy. So I'm just going to give it a little spray here and try and get into the cam and gear area and into that pinion gear area. Spray it all over, and I'll let it just bathe in that for a while. I've got the smaller metal parts in my strainer, and I'll give it a good shot and flip them around a little bit. You know, some of these, this really didn't get much use at all. I can see on the feed cover plate a few scratches and stuff, but wow. This was a lucky find for me on the local Craigslist here for, they wanted $20 and I offered them 15 and they said great. So I didn't have to drive far. The Phoenix metro area, city of Tempe, and the guy told me he actually bought it at a yard sale for $5, so he was happy to get 15. He got a great deal, and I got a good deal. So, okay, next I'm going to do these plastic parts, and they're not going to need much at all, but they do have grease that accumulates and dust. Arizona and the desert here in the Valley of the Sun is pretty dusty desert, so just seems to penetrate everywhere. A lot of times on plastic I'll scrub it with a sponge and stuff, but I don't even think I'm going to have to do that. Just give it a light coating. Not very dirty at all. So I'll just let that sit a little bit. I'll come back, give another little shot, and I'll take that cloth clamp and kind of slide it around, and I will move that fork and get that cam going, get everything mechanism moving. Another little shot in there on the back of the pinion gear. Open that cover plate. Yeah, it's cleaning up real nice. Then I'll just take an old toothbrush and get these spots where I know there was lubricant before. Singer recommended motor lubricant for the lubricant, and of course sewing machine oil for the oil. But I use Triflow products, so I'll be using the clear synthetic grease for the lubricant spots, and the Triflow lubricant oil with PTFE, the Teflon. And this is getting a little stiffer to work now, I notice, because it's cut all the original lubricant out of there. It's a little spring right here in that adjustment, and that tends, of course, to collect the oil and grease and dust, so I give that a little extra scrubbing. But when you're doing this yourself, you'll see where dirt and oil and stuff has dried and accumulated. So, okay, I'll let that soak just a little bit more. I'll get this off the plastic now. Just rinse in cold water. Get all the cleaner off. And we'll get this shiny clean. Maybe I'll play some more music for you while I do this, because you're getting the idea, right? Wash it with KRUD Kutter and rinse it with cold water. Okay. Okay, all degreased and clean. Let's move over to our drying station.